known as Benson, will face sanctions for assaulting and spitting on a police officer. The Benin Zonal Office of the Nigerian Copyright Commission (NCC), led by Joseph Ajang, and the Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria (MCSN), led by its national enforcer and coordinator in Edo and Delta states, Prince Biodun Egwahide, on Thursday paid a courtesy call on the Assistant Inspector General of Police Zone 5 Headquarters, Benin City, AIG Lawan Tanko Jemita. The visit hinged on the need for inter-agency collaboration between the Nigerian police force and artists whose trade is their intellectual property against every form of copyright theft. Speaking during the visit to the AIG Zone 5, the coordinator of MCSN in Edo and Delta states of Nigeria, Prince Biodun Egwahide, said Section 34 of the Copyright Act, the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2004, established the Nigerian Copyright Commission as the federal government body charged with the administration and regulations of copyright matters in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So we are here today with members of the creative industry, with the regulating body on copyright matters in Nigeria, to further ask and strengthen the collaborative effort, government agency collaboration with respect to the fight against intellectual property. NCC here lacks the capacity with respect to personnel. And we know all the good you have been doing for us, irrespective of the commission. Today we are asking that this interagency relationship should be strengthened further so that at least our job can be easier. When it comes to issues of prosecution, yes, the police can help us, even with preliminary investigation, arrest and all that. And when it comes to charge, court and all that, NCC will be too glad to take over such matters because the law has given them the same power. I am sure if we work together, the Nigerian Copyright Commission and the police, there will be little or no escape grounds for those who are in violation of the extant law, who believe that they can rely on some of the loopholes they are currently working on. So this visit is essentially to canvass for interagency relationship in the enforcement of compliance with the extant law.
On his part, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Jemeta, said the police is willing to help artists and intellectual property owners to get what they have worked for and will not compromise in doing its statutory function.
If you are sure that you are going to do something and you get something out of it, it will at least make your mind to rest, to know that yes, at least you will be eating from the fruits of your labor.
Yes, sir.
But if you know you are doing it, you will not get anything, then you now see the person that's feeding fat on you, becoming more fatter. You will at least just abandon that and then go and join in doing something, given the fact that a lot of our youth are impatient. So this collaboration is very, very good and it is timely. I want to assure you that the Nigeria Police, right from the Inspector General of Police up to the last constable, we are all behind you. We are to enforce all laws that are enforceable, and there is no law that cannot be. So most of the laws, if you are taking, we have the courts to interpret them. So the interpretation of the court will now give us more zeal.
The visitors also comprised of over 15 entertainers from Edo State who used the occasion of the visit to install AIG Jemeta as a patron. Highly anticipated show Rings of Power, which is an Amazon original, and the Lord of the Rings spin-off hits Prime Video today, September 2nd. The prequel series focuses on events over 1,000 years before the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Set in the second age of Middle-earth, a time when kingdoms rose and fell, great powers were forged, unlikely heroes were tested, hope hung by the finest threads, and the greatest evil threatened to cover the beginning. In a time of relative peace, the series follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared re-emergence of the evil of Middle-earth. From the darkest depths of misty mountains to the majestic forest of the elf capital in Lindon to the breathtaking island kingdom of Numena to the farthest reaches of the map, these kingdoms and characters will carve out legacies that live on after they are gone. Morfydd Clark stars as Galadriel, High King Gil Galad is played by Benjamin Walker, Elrond is played by Robert Aramayo, while Ishmael Cordova, Nazani Bonadi and Sophie Nomveti also starred in main roles. And that's it from entertainment, and that's the news. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Federal government advises Nigerians to be guided by new UAE visa regime. Vice President Oshibajo advocates debt for climate swap deal for African nations. INEC gives September 28 kickoff dates for open campaigns. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. KUFM's news break was produced by Blessing Asekome. My name is Omoyo Gbaide. Thanks for listening. Good evening.